Hello everyone and welcome to a video where I apologize. My voice is definitely a little squeaky. We're going in and out here, but I promise I'm doing my best to keep it together, and I have got some wonderful things to talk to you guys about today. So let's focus on the things and not the thing presenting the things. Yeah, I have got my best and worst of no, I don't. I have got my best and worst of beauty. I know, finally. My apologies. Being sick for the past 3 weeks here, I haven't had a chance to get this to you guys when I normally would around when the new year started, but I am here and better late than never, right? So basically what I do for this video is I round up the products that I put at the top of my pyramids every single month for the past year of 2022, or whatever year it is that I'm filming. But yeah, so these were basically my favorite products from every single month of 2022. Put an asterisk after every single month because when I was going through and finding these products, I found out there were 2 months. Normally there's only 1 month, being December, which is when I would usually post this video, that I didn't do a best and worst of beauty. However, there were 2 months, nope, 3 months that I did not do a best and worst of beauty, which was December, January, and April. So I didn't have those products. So I do have one product that it would have been at the top of my pyramid, I'm pretty sure, for December. I inserted that in here because normally these pyramids of mine, they're 10 product pyramids, there's 12 months in a year, I'm allowed to miss 2 months. And that just, I know, it doesn't add up, but I hope you can forgive me and allow me to just do the pyramid the way that I have it. I have a 10 product pyramid, okay? And it is consisting of the products that I featured at the top of my best and worst of beauty pyramids this past year. So with that long intro of explanation that probably didn't really help explain too much out of the way, let's go ahead, dive right into it, and I can show you these products, tell you about them. Of course, it is very hard when we're talking about the best of the best, even doo-doo. I know, this is your first year with me, Doo. What are you trying to kill over there? Oh, you're just on my desk. Or my little table. Okay, that's a choice. You wanna help me sing the song? Okay. It's the best and best of beauty from 2022. Let me show you what I loved. Was that the worst rendition yet? Doo-doo, you haven't even heard past renditions and you're like, yeah, that was awful. Yep, I get it. It's okay. Anywho, okay, so was I saying and then I cut myself off? It is so hard to put these things. I mean, these are all my favorite things. And I had to put them into a pyramid from worst to best of the best. So please take the ordering with a grain of salt. I always try to do my best, but really these are all like favorite products. So these bottom products, the first ones here, I put them here, and I tend to do this every year purely not because they're bad, but because they're loved by me seasonally. First things first, we have this blush. This was June's best and worst of beauty, and if you missed any of these, I will always have these links down below and in cards up above in the corner if you want to go watch past videos. But this blush, this is the Ciate London Dewy Blush Glossy Cheek Tint in the shade Papaya. Like I said, do not get me wrong, this is a fabulous liquid blush if you want to try out a liquid blush. I love the formula of this. It smells like candy, like papaya candy maybe, and it's this beautiful bright tangerine pink, and it's lovely, but it's seasonal. You know, this is something that I would only see myself wearing this in summer, maybe the springtime, but that's the only reason why I put it at the bottom, is because I don't see myself using this product year round. That being said, it's a gorgeous liquid blush. It blends in beautifully to the skin, it is buildable, it lasts all day, and it is a lovely pop of color, especially during the summer months, I think, to have on your cheeks. Like I said though, I just prefer this only during the summer, so hence why you're down at the bottom. But that being said, still a fabulous, fabulous product, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. And next up here, another seasonal thing. When I was putting this on, it just made me think of summer because this was pretty much what I wore for a lot of this summer on my eyes, and it was this little combo right here. This was my July Best of Beauty. This is the combination of the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in the shade Strapless, and then the ColourPop Pressed Glitter in the shade Cabana. These two work so gorgeously together, and like I said, they just scream the summer months to me because that's when I used it, and that's just, I mean, you could wear this look anytime you want. I feel perfectly comfortable wearing it right now in the middle of winter. But yeah, this Laura Mercier stick, the Caviar Stick, was nothing to write home about. I forget whether this was one of the birthday gifts from Sephora this past year, or if this was just like a points thing. I got it for 100 points or something like that, or it was a free deluxe sample. I got it from Sephora in any case, and it's actually pretty disappointing to me. It definitely needs a primer underneath it, and even with a primer it has a tendency to fade quite a bit, but it is a nice bronzy color. I wish it just worked better and gave better payoff and whatnot. But I think in tandem, this light sheer wash of bronze with the purpley delight of this Cabana Pressed Glitter, it's got purple and blue and silver in there from what I can see, and put on top of it, it just gives it this dimension, this beautiful sparkle glitter, and it's just really fun. It's still kind of neutral, even though it is like, you know, purple and blue, but with the bronze and the purple being like a lilac, it just, something about it just works. It perks up the eyes and the complexion. It just looks so pretty, gives you that dazzle on the lids. I love these ColourPop Pressed Glitters. They are my favorites. I never have problems with them getting in my eyes or anything, and they last all day, and they're just lovely with minimal fallout. But yeah, like I said, going at the bottom because it was a seasonal thing, but otherwise I really do love this combo a lot. Now, next up at the bottom, getting mostly out of seasonal things. I think there's one other thing that's seasonal on the pyramid, but I just don't care. But next up at the bottom of the pyramid here is a product that I actually don't have anymore because I didn't repurchase any recently. But that being said, still a fabulous, fabulous product. This was my May Best of Beauty, and it's the Clearasil Ultra Overnight Acne Spot Patches. I think I purchased these because there was some promotion going on at Target if you used Circle and you bought a certain amount of skincare products, which I was already buying that day anyways, and I just needed a couple more bucks or something to make it to the threshold, and then I got a $10 gift card or something to Target. It was one of those things. So I was like, hey, why not? I like acne spot patches. Let me try these out. And these ended up being fantastic. The thing that I really liked about them is that they actually stuck to my skin. And when you have really large blemishes or particularly oozy ones or whatever, you know, the pimple patches normally, they slip slide around, they get lost in your sheets, and then you find them in the laundry later. It's gross. They melt into your sheets or whatever. But these ones, no matter how goopy my pimples were, it stayed put overnight. It really sucked out all of the moisture, helped to flatten the pimple and helped it to heal quicker, and just overall they really worked well. Like, I'm certainly a fan of just buying bulk packs of the hydrocolloid bandages that you can buy. I just buy them off of Amazon and cut them to whatever shape and size that I need for a blemish. But these ones from Clearasil are the only ones that I would actually spend money on that are the pre-cut ones, because they actually stay in place and they work. They're that good. So really, really enjoy them. But I don't know, I guess bottom of the pyramid because I haven't repurchased them, but still they're a great product. And now next up on the bottom of the pyramid, last thing here, this is something that I absolutely would also repurchase, but I don't have here with me because I have so many other setting sprays that I'm trying to get through. But once I am through my setting sprays, this is the one that I believe I will be repurchasing because I liked it that stinking much. It was my August Best of Beauty product. It is the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over Alcohol-Free 16-Hour Setting Spray. I loved this stuff. Like, I feel like I heard the hype. I knew people loved this stuff, but I just never gave it a chance. And that's a darn shame because it worked really, really well. I really enjoyed it. I would say that along with do they still make it anymore? It's been a while since I've bought it, but the L'Oreal Pro setting spray, and then the Urban Decay all-nighter. Those are the ones, like, my go-tos that I actually repurchase and go through. This Fix Plus is being added to it because this stuff actually made a difference in making my makeup last longer. I feel like there are a lot of setting sprays that just do nothing, you know? They're not offensive, so that's great, but they don't actually help the longevity of my makeup. This one is one that actually helps, and also helps with oil control. Don't get me wrong, you're still gonna get oily if you're very oily skinned like I am, but I do think that it helps, and it helps in the non-breakdown of your makeup. It was so good. Really enjoyed it. Would absolutely and will absolutely be repurchasing it in the future. Now, moving on up to the next tier, this is a product that I just discovered recently, but my God, does it make all the difference. I mean, you guys had been telling me, I feel like for years, Cassie, use an eyelash curler, use an eyelash curler. And I was like, a torture device? No, thank you. And then I started getting into it and I was like, okay, you guys were right. Eyelash curlers are amazing. But a lot of them, they just stopped working really quickly, or they would pull my eyelashes out. My eyelashes would stick to them. Like, they just were not fun to use. Like I said, torture devices. But I had heard rave reviews about this one in particular, about it being worth the money, and you should absolutely give it a try. You will never buy another eyelash curler in your life, and I could absolutely see that being the case. This was my September Best of Beauty. This is the Shiseido eyelash curler. It's about 20 bucks if I'm remembering correctly, and it works wonders. My eyelashes are looking a little sparse right now because I haven't been using a lengthener, thickener serum like I usually do the last few weeks because, like I said, I've been sick and my skincare game has not been the greatest. But anyways, this eyelash curler, the eyelashes that I do still have left, oh, does it lift and curl and holds the curl, and it's easy. It doesn't tear my eyelashes out. It is, like I said, the best eyelash curler that I have ever used. I would highly recommend it, and I can't see myself buying anything else unless there is something better on the market, but I really don't see how it could be any better. This thing, it's really good. Now, next up, this is quite an oldie, but a goodie. I fell in love with this the minute I first tried it out, and I've loved it ever since. It is that good, and for me to make a dent this big in a lip gloss, you know I like it. This right here was my February Best of Beauty, and this is the Undone Beauty Big Papa Lip Gloss in the shade Watercolor Rose. I had done a whole video on the Undone Beauty brand when it first came out, or at least when I first heard of it, and this was absolutely the standout product. This lip gloss right here, it is a staple in my beauty routine. I mean, when I don't know what lip product to wear, this is the one. I mean, it is so simple. It is neutral and it doesn't add a ton, but it adds enough. You know what I mean? It adds that very sheer wash of pink to the lips, and I think it just like energizes the color that you already have in your lips, or at least in my lips, and it really brings it out and shines with that pink. And then it's got a beautiful super glossy finish to it. It is not sticky. It is very slick and ever so slightly plush. I personally like a lip gloss to be a little bit more plush than this one. This is more on the watery side, but that being said, I know a lot of people prefer a thinner lip gloss, so you might like that about this. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, Undone Beauty, it's vegan, cruelty-free, fairly affordable at the drugstore. They've got a bunch of different colors of these. It also smells like candy, so delicious, no complaints here. And like I said, it is just perfect, no fuss. I love it. It lasts a really long time on the lips. It hydrates. It's all in one package. It is a delightful lip gloss, one of my absolute favorites, and one that I would highly recommend to anyone. Now next up, this is a product, like I said, didn't I give an asterisk? There was one more product that is a little seasonal, but honestly, I haven't had it long enough to know, but so far this has worked anytime I've ever tried it out. And for me, a lot of perfumes are seasonal, but this one, honestly, I could see me loving all year round, and I just love it. This is my most recent best of beauty product. This was from November, and this is the Derek Lam 10 Crosby. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this is the All of Me EDP. I had gotten this from Scentbird. This video is not sponsored. I think, you know, when I got it, it was a sponsored video, but like I said, I wasn't lying. This scent is phenomenal. I mean, I love Scentbird. They are fabulous. Like I said, not sponsored, but like, I love Scentbird, and it's because I get to try out different perfumes and find new favorites like this one. This is one that I would absolutely buy an actual bottle of, and for me to go through this much of a perfume, like these vials come super filled to the top, and for me to go through that much in the few months that I've had this, like this perfume is so stinking good. If you like a pear, white floral, citrus kind of a fresh scent, look no further. This is an absolute delight. It is so fresh and clean, but it's got that sweetness to it. It is flirty, I think, but also comforting. Like there's just a lot to it, and it's just delicious. And like I said, I could see it working any month of the year, truly. I mean, especially during the winter, it really brings out that crisp pear that I love. But I could see even in the summer, this just smelling light and clean and nice. Like I said, I haven't had it during the summer, so I'm not sure, but this is an absolute staple perfume for me now. It is probably one of my top 3, definitely a top 5 perfume. I adore this. Delicious. Now we are moving on up. We are getting to the really, really good stuff. You know, like I said, everything so far has been like really good, but like maybe there are other things in the same category that I think are just as good, or maybe it's seasonal or whatever. These last 3 products here are like pretty top of the top. I would say cream of the crop. If not a favorite of that category, definitely a top 3. And one of those, this one is one that wasn't featured in a Best of Beauty, but this would have been a December Best of Beauty product for sure. It is this mascara right here. I'm pretty sure I got this in a BoxyCharm, but this is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. You guys, this mascara is phenomenal. I think I knew that when I first tried it, but I just have so many mascaras, and I've been trying to work on my Essence mascara video, which should be coming to you guys within the next month. Fingers crossed, please knock on all the wood that I actually do that. But I've been focusing so much on those mascaras that I forgot about this one. And then recently, I forget why, but I was looking through older videos of mine searching for something, and I noticed in some of my videos where I'm like, oh my god, my lashes looked so good that day. Like, what was I wearing? It was always this one, this mascara. And so this past month and a half, 2 months I guess, now that January is almost over, this is the mascara that I've been wearing, if I've been wearing any mascara. It is so absolutely phenomenal. This is one of the few mascaras that are not drugstore that I would actually recommend spending the money on. You know, there are so many mascaras on the market, high-end and drugstore, but like when it comes down to it, I feel like there are enough good drugstore mascaras that you shouldn't spend money on higher-end ones. But this one, I would absolutely make an exception and say you should give this a try. It is stunning on the lashes. It lengthens, it defines, it separates, it volumizes, like everything you want in a mascara. Your lashes look so long and flirty and fluttery and defined and perfect. Every time I put this on, I never have to worry about clumping. Flaking happens maybe like 2% of the time, but it is minimal and it just wipes off. It doesn't turn into a smudge. Like, this lasts so well. I don't think I've cried in this or anything, so I can't say that it's waterproof, but I have very, very watery eyes, like enough to the point where I've had surgeries to correct it, and this stays on through my watery eye days just fine. It's a phenomenal mascara, you guys. I cannot praise it enough. It is so, so good. A favorite, a staple. one of the best. And now this product, you guys, I had a really hard time between this one and the top of the pyramid, which one should go in which place. I think I picked the correct things in the orders, but either way, this product, I think it might be my favorite of favorites in this category. Cream blush. This one from Wander Beauty. This is the On the Glow blush and illuminator, so it also comes with a highlight. This thing, I had to rip this out of my cold, freezing hands. I have very warm hands. I am very warm-blooded, as many of you know. But you get what I'm saying, you know, like there's an actual saying there, you know, like you're gonna have to rip that out of my cold, dead hands or something. You know, that thing. Either way, it was so hard for me to put this down because I try to rotate my products every month, you know, so that I'm trying out new things, I'm getting use out of the old stuff, whatever. I did not want to put this down. This, I think I can say it, this is my favorite cream blush ever created that I've ever tried, and highlight. This stick right here this is the GOAT. And I don't think I say that about anything, that's the GOAT. The GOAT. I'm gonna say it though. This is the GOAT. Oh my god, you guys. This is the most like natural and radiance giving blush and highlight ever. The color is so good. It's that dusty rose, just perfection. I could see it working on so many different people. They have other shades of this as well. This is the shade Bare, if I didn't say that already. Bare and Nude Glow. And then the highlight is just, it looks so understated, but it really gives that radiance. It's like this kind of almost opalescent champagne. It's really pretty. Like I said, kind of understated, but these melt into the skin. They just two become one. You know, the Spice Girls, well actually I guess when three become one, because it's two products here, but they come in one. So can we just say this and me when two become one? Yeah, anywho, this product, it just becomes a part of you. It doesn't disturb the rest of your makeup. It just enhances everything. It gives you that beautiful radiant glow, health boosting. I mean, it just is perfect. Lasts all day. I have no complaints. Nothing but praise. This is the best. This is the best. It's the best. It's the best. I love it. It's the best. It's the best. So now you're probably thinking, Cassie, you just said that last product was the best, 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 the best. How can you beat that? Well, I actually feel like I've had this for more than a year, haven't I? But for some reason it ended up on the top of my pyramid this past year as well. And I can't put it any lower than the top of a pyramid. This was my March best of, and I think it's just my favorite complexion product ever created. I love this BB cream. This is the Purlisse Ageless Glow Serum BB cream with SPF of 40 in it. I had gotten this in a BoxyCharm, and I just haven't found anything else that I reach for above this. This is always what I reach for on a day when I'm not testing out a different foundation. I mean, there have been times where there have been a couple other foundations that I reach for instead if I want a little bit more mattifying, but overall, this is the one. This is the one that I go for. This is the one that I choose, and this is the one that I can see myself always choosing. I love that it has an SPF of 40 in it. The shade match is great for me, and overall, it just makes my complexion look perfect. I shouldn't be motioning to my face right now because I'm not wearing it. However, this product, anytime you have seen me use it, I feel like people give me so many compliments about how glowy and radiant I look. It's because of this BB cream. It perfects the skin. It gives just the right amount of coverage to where it actually covers a lot of pretty heavy duty stuff on my skin, but it doesn't look overtly cakey or unnatural. It really blends in. I think it looks very natural on the skin. Like I said, it gives that beautiful radiant glow, and it looks light and it feels light. It lasts all day. It fades gracefully. It is just so good, even on my oily skin, you know, even during the summer. Like, I reach for this. It's so good. Like, I really don't know how else to tell you guys how much I love this product other than saying, like, this is what I reach for. If you want to know my favorite, it just is my favorite. It's so good on my skin. I love it. I adore it. It's fabulous. I would highly recommend anyone to try it out. So there you go, my friends. That was my best and worst of beauty for this past year of 2022. I am so sorry it took me this long to get to you guys. I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, irrelevant, we're already a month into 2023, but I mean, listen, it's the thought that counts, right? I did it as soon as I could. I hope you could bear with my voice, and I hope that overall you were able to have fun taking a look back on these amazing products that I tried out this past year. I hope it encourages you to go and try some of these products if you've been thinking about trying them, or if you've been looking, for a new cream blush or a new foundation, a new mascara, something like that. Maybe just something to think about, something to consider. I hope it was helpful for you guys, enjoyable for you guys as always. You can let me know what your favorite products were from 2022, anything you want to see me test here in the future or you think that I might enjoy. Like I said, just let me know anything you want in those comments down below. You can also let me know if you enjoyed the video by giving it a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap the notification bell down below and become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!